If there's one dinosaur from the Jurassic Park trilogy that I think people would want to see the most in the final film in the franchise, I think it would undoubtedly be the Dilophosaurus. The small Jurassic dinosaur that was responsible for ruining Nedry's plans in the first movie and somehow has yet to be seen in every additional entry in the series. Now, personally, I have no idea why it hasn't been physically shown in any of these other movies, but I will say that I think it's long overdue for a comeback. And luckily, I'm not the only one. It turns out that originally, there was going to be a pair of spitters in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Unfortunately, these creatures were cut from the film early on and didn't happen to make it into the final product. Even though this ended up being another case of a movie without the dinosaur, it at least fills us in on the fact that the filmmakers have decided that the animal is important enough to be written into a script and planned to be seen in the newer movies. Fallen Kingdom technically does have a Dilophosaurus in it, if we count the small hooting noise that was heard by the tech merc at the beginning of the film. But I think that what people really want to see is the animal on screen and in the flesh again. In fact, I actually know that people want to see this dinosaur back in action again. Emily Carmichael, one of the writers for Jurassic World 3, has recently posted on Twitter that one of the most exciting things she's experienced while working on the new film is the fact that she can't tell anyone about what dinosaurs will be in it. Now, it doesn't take too long of hanging out in the comments section to find out that the most highly requested dinosaur is indeed the Dilophosaurus. So here we have a pretty straightforward situation in which fans have reached out to one of the writers and said that this is an animal they'd love to see in a new movie. The other writer happens to be Colin, who helped write Fallen Kingdom, in which there was going to be a Dilophosaur. With all of this being said, in my opinion, I think the chances of seeing it again look like they're really increasing. To take this one step further and look at the overall depiction of this animal in the series, it's probably a good idea for us to acknowledge that even though we don't see a living, breathing Dilo in either of the new Jurassic World films, their presence is always alluded to in some way, shape, or form, specifically with the pairing of another theropod dinosaur. If we go back to the third act of the fourth film, we can see Delta the Velociraptor getting spooked by the rattling hologram of a frilled Dilophosaurus. The raptor initially sizes up the illusion before attacking it and finding out for herself that it isn't a real animal. Secondly, a Velociraptor and Dilophosaur fight is again teased in Fallen Kingdom, with one of the exhibits on display in the Lockwood Manor featuring two of these animals in a duel. Now, with the high demand for this dinosaur by fans, and the little teases that we've been getting between the last two entries, I actually think it's entirely possible for the Dilophosaurus to not only make its return in Jurassic World 3, but also engage in battle with a raptor at some time in the film. Now, obviously, at this point, I'm just going into a bit of speculation built off of what we can see in the previous two movies. So don't take my theory on a raptor-dilo fight as a concrete thing that will happen. I want it to happen, it looks to me as if it could happen, but in reality, we just don't know quite yet. Even despite all of that though, I do really think that if the fans keep asking to see the spitter again in this new Jurassic movie, it's definitely going to make the cut and be seen doing what it does best for the final entry in the series. And that's something that I really think would help make it a memorable experience for the audience. Now, I'm curious to know how all of you feel about this. Are you interested in seeing the animal again on the big screen? I'm assuming most of us are, and if so, would you like to see it interact with a Velociraptor? I'd love to hear what you guys have to say in the comments down below. Now, before I go, I want to thank my game wardens, as well as all of my InGen executives, like Christian Messias. I'd also like to thank my park workers and InGen hunters as well. Guys, it really means the world to me to receive all of the support that you guys share, and I seriously am extremely thankful for everything that you guys do to help. Honestly, it means the world. Now I'd like to thank you all for watching this video, and hope that you all enjoy today's content. If you feel like I deserve it, I would appreciate the like and hope that you'll consider subscribing if you're interested in hearing from me again. I'll see you all in the next video, guys, and as always, take it easy.